Dude, week 13 of the 2023 season.
Best show ever.
Best show ever. Dude, you have taken it. You've taken it. Body blows on the chin. Obviously, people have been biting your kneecaps, Dan Campbell style.
It was rough.
It was a rough week. It was a rough Thanksgiving for you, wasn't it?
Glad you enjoyed it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize when I showed up today, beat up, that you were going to find such humor in my pain.
In your pain. So, all right.
Anyway, happy Thanksgiving.
That's right.
I hope you had a nice time.
Yeah, it's a great time. It was a great time seeing you guys before all the picks came through.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the run in.
You got the run in really well.
Before the beating that I took. And I want to thank everybody out there with the well-wishers checking in on me, making sure I was okay.
You're okay. That's right. Everybody's worried about Carl.
It's been
everybody is worried about Carl.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I had a week like that.
We are always rooting for Carl.
You know,
Absolutely.
I don't know
We're
about
rooting
that.
for Carl.
You know, I was glad to see Renisha back. She hadn't commented in a while.
Boy, she piled on.
She sure showed up. That was nice.
She piled on.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. You got Carl, who is hurt after his Week 12 picks.
Yeah.
You've got Doug. You've got Brimm Sports. And we are back for the Week 13 show. Yeah, you take a load off, dude.
I got
You
beat
take
up
a
pretty
load
good.
off. So we're going to talk
Anyway.
records here in a second, you know. But
It's important to remember.
yeah.
This is a serious handicapping show. Okay, like listen, we take the blows. All right, we don't.
This is
You know how many
still
guys
a serious
disappear
handicap.
after a week like that? You don't
No,
ever
we
see
don't
them
do
again.
that.
You
No,
don't ever
not
see
at
them
all.
again after a week like that. I'm here to battle through it.
You are
and,
it.
And I'm
You
going
are
to tell
it.
you. I'm going to tell you right now, is that I'm not. The trends, everything the algorithm is built on, is not. It's going the opposite way.
So are you tweaking the algorithm?
Favorites are covering. We've got to stay the course.
You got to stay the course.
Okay.
I
There's a
completely
formula.
agree.
There's a winning formula, but we've been beat. We haven't really got our bearings, our rhythm going. So I did make some tweaks, and we're gonna see. You know, I mixed up the ingredients. I turned on the blender.
That's what you have to do.
I'm here to pick winners. I'm not here to do what I did last week. But I will face the music. All right.
You can face
I will
the music.
face the music.
I love that.
Right.
You know,
Water finds its level.
Winston Churchill said, "When you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop. Don't turn around." That is.
So
No, that's it. You know what? It is hard. This stuff is not easy.
Dan Campbell started the
season.
season, 1-9 last season, right? And they came back and almost made the playoffs. So.
The Broncos are the Lions from, this year's Lions.
The Broncos are not good.
No,
the Lions
but
were
they're
good.
still, they went 1-5.
Have you watched
They
the Broncos game? Have you watched any of their games?
They are 6-5.
Okay,
You got to give them credit.
And you know what? You are what your record says you are.
What your record says you are.
You are what your record says you are.
Let's talk about records. All right, so.
Oh, no, I'm not. You are not what your record I'm not. No, I take that back. You are what your record says you are.
That's a bad
segue. That is 8 games under 500.
Okay. So I helped at least Brimm Sports, keeping it going, keeping it afloat, because that's where we are. Pinger actually started out pretty slow too. He went to 8 days. It was a good comeback. The 49ers. I got to get off of this. Lose one, win one, lose one.
Yeah,
win
let's
one,
get on a run.
This is bad. This is bad juju all the way around.
Yeah, we got to get on a run here.
There were other people that joined me in the double digits. New York.
You had double digit ones.
That's right. Yeah, 10, man.
That was
awesome.
fantastic. It was a great week.
New York rules 68, 13-3, man. That's awesome. Hey, Colorado sports. He is all over it. Bill's Mafia. There's a bunch of Phil Barber.
Bill's Mafia's up there again.
Yeah, he's up there. A bunch of them are up there.
Who's our season leader?
Awesome.
Who's our season leader?
Season leader.
100 wins already on the board.
I know, is Colorado sports. And Bill's Mafia is at it. Graham McLaren, they're all at 100 already. Colorado sports. talk to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of you know on
Fantastic.
YouTube.
Yep.
We'll get you,
We need to get you on the board.
Get because that's the hacks. Usually it's the curse.
That'll slow you
and all
down.
that.
If you can survive that gauntlet.
All right. So obviously you had a tough week.
I did. I took a beating, man.
The 3-team parlay.
I beat up pretty good.
Okay. For like the third week in a row, nobody got a 3-team parlay. Nobody. And here, you know what? Chargers knocked a bunch of people out. Lions knocked a bunch of people out.
Yeah. But
Vikings
we
and
officially
Saints.
have a winner.
To the Survivor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Survivor.
The 3-team parlay. We officially have a winner on the Survivor.
Entering week 12, there were 2 people left. Exiting week 12, there is one
We have our sole
person
lone
left.
survivor,
That's right.
Cowboy Frank.
Cowboy Frank.
2023
nice
champion.
Job. So I'm talking to Cowboy Frank, and I said, you know what? For that awesome accomplishment, you got to get up on the board. So Cowboy
Welcome.
Frank is
Welcome.
on the board.
You are now, listen, Cowboy Frank, you are now worldwide, my friend. People are watching you all the way to Scotland.
Okay. Cowboy Frank is from Mexico.
Yeah.
So
Worldwide.
shout out.
Sure.
That's right. There
Let's
you go.
go.
Shout out to all of our friends in Mexico.
Absolutely.
It's so much fun. So, okay, those are the records. Some really, really great records. Remember, as you said, this is a serious handicap.
I got to tell you,
Yeah.
I have been wrong about absolutely everything. I have been wrong about Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I have been wrong about San Francisco.
Yeah.
I have been wrong about Baltimore. I have been wrong about Lamar Jackson. I have been wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong about Buffalo.
No. I don't know if you're wrong about Lamar Jackson, but okay.
I am wrong about that. He's amazing, Doug.
I don't think he's that good.
He's amazing.
I think he's overrated.
He is legitimately
He doesn't-
Superman.
he scares
is
nobody in the
He
pass
scares everybody.
He doesn't scare
scared me.
anybody.
I had nightmares about him. He scares me. I was wrong. I've been wrong, literally. If you name it about this NFL season, I could not have been more wrong.
Yeah.
I was skating on thin ice for the longest, hold my own, and then all of a sudden, whoosh,
It's just
I went
imploded.
right through the ice.
You know what scares me? CJ Stroud. I was watching the end of that game the other day against Jacksonville, and boy, when that guy steps back in the pocket, he is just, if I were the defensive coordinator of the defense, I'm like, oh, when he knows, everybody in the world knows he's going to throw the ball, and he still completes the ball. I mean, it's amazing. So, real quick, let's talk about, it's not too early to look at the playoffs. Right now, there's your Ravens. They're right up there.
I was wrong about Jacksonville. I'll give you Jacksonville, too. I was wrong about Jacksonville. I am now on the Jacksonville bandwagon.
Okay, Ravens. Okay, they're on top right now.
Yeah, they're the best
They
team in
have
the
the
AFC.
toughest schedule left.
Why?
They're
They're the toughest team.
They
So
still-
everyone that plays them has the toughest schedule.
That's a good point. That's a good point. They have the 49ers and the Jaguars and
49ers.
Dolphins, Steelers. I mean, okay. You got Chiefs, Jags, Dolphins. What? Browns are still in. Gardner Minshew. I mean, you got to give the coaching staff, the Colts and the Browns, and, well, Mike Tomlin, too.
Oh, my time.
A ton of
what
credit.
Pittsburgh is doing is,
Yeah,
I don't even know how
absolutely.
they're doing it because they sure opened up their offense. this last
Absolutely.
week.
Texans are in it. So, I mean, it's impressive what some of these teams have done, especially from a coaching perspective.
What's not impressive is when you get down to who the best teams are after the cream of the crop. And
Well,
it's like,
we're gonna talk about
how
that
is
in a second.
Denver up there with, like, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, they're in contention. They're in
Which is
contention to make the
terrible. I don't want to
playoffs.
watch any of them teams in the playoffs. I don't want to watch the Saints in the playoffs. I don't want to surprise
No.
them. It's all, you know what we have is
Yeah.
we have, I don't feel like we have parity anymore.
mediocrity.
We've got really good teams
Yeah.
and then a whole bunch of crap.
Yep,
We got a
I'm
whole
with you.
bunch of crap.
So the Eagles are on top in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're going to take it because they have, like, I think, a 2-game head start
I'm on board.
everybody.
I'm on board. You got me, Philly. I'm on board. I am on board. Philly. Nobody's beating
49ers,
Philly.
Lions.
You know what Philly's been through, though?
What's that?
I mean, they have been through the emotional, like the end of that Buffalo game. They
Yeah.
were like just spent, right?
Yes,
like they can't
yes.
even believe. Like, how can they keep that up? Like
You can't keep that up.
It's
You can't.
they're-
Keep
This
that
isn't
up.
a video game. They're
No, you
humans that
can't
have
keep
to
that up.
keep that level of intensity up, and then somehow they're doing it. Like,
No, you
you know what?
can't.
I didn't like their. But great job. Just,
All right,
yeah.
Cowboys and the Dolphins to me are the same team because they
No.
have beat nobody. Both teams have
Oh
beat
my
nobody.
gosh! You need to run these things by me sometimes before you say them out loud. Like, we need to have more of a pre. Like, what are you talking about?
They have beat nobody. They have beat absolutely nobody. Both teams.
Okay.
I mean,
Dallas
maybe
has a
it'll
way
change
better
this
defense
week.
than Miami.
That they have a better defense, but they have beat nobody.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it changes this week. I'm just saying that they have not. Neither team has beat a above 500
Okay.
team. All right. So, okay, let's talk about our top five.
I don't know if you want to be on this list, but I am all in on everybody. I was wrong about the Bengals. Like, I was wrong about everybody, Doug. I was wrong about everybody. I was wrong.
Yeah.
If I said something on this show in the last 11 weeks, it was wrong. It was wrong.
You got.
But this is my top 5
So
now.
your top 5. Okay, who do you like?
No, you know what? Seattle's not on here.
You know Seattle's not on
Yeah,
here.
we always get banged for the Seattle. Who else don't we like?
We do the Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings.
A lot of hate on the Vikings.
The Vikings.
A whole lot of hate on the Vikings.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Here's the top 5 for
Okay,
real.
so you got Eagles, you got
yours
Ravens.
is
I mean,
wrong.
we've got pretty much the
But
top 4.
your number 1's wrong.
Your
number 2 is wrong.
Okay, you said it a few minutes ago. You got the top teams, and then you've got
A bunch of crap.
You've
But
got a
Dallas
bunch of-
isn't crap, though.
These two have not played anybody. I'm just saying they haven't played
You are
anybody.
what your record says you are.
You are what your record says you are.
That was 2 and 12.
I completely agree with that.
How do you go 2 and 12?
It's tough. It's tough, dude. Dude.
Anybody that tailed me last week, I sincerely,
Apologize.
heartfelt, I'm bringing it back. Like, I went to work.
You are going to do it.
I have worked hard to get back on
You are
track.
going to bring it back because we have
We're ready.
confidence in you. People are rooting. People
Listen,
out
I got
there
a
right
brand
now.
here, all right?
Around the world.
You could have a winning record 36 weeks in a row. You drop a deuce like I did last week, and literally, you people will turn on you quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, they will.
I'm gonna have to change my name. I'm gonna have to move out of town. All right, I can't go to the grocery store. Like,
A lot of people are calling for
I got a
bye
brand
week.
right now that I need to protect. So we're coming
do.
back. We're
You
coming
do.
back.
God, absolutely.
Let's do it, man.
Let's start it. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make it there? That's pretty bad. You were rattled. I mean, absolutely rattled. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go brown bag. Brown bag. You know what? Just okay is not okay. I think
so bad.
I think they.
Was there expectations of them winning?
Yeah, I picked them to win the South because the South is the crampiest division in all of
Who's
football.
leading that division now?
They get the best division. The Falcons are. Falcons are.
That's a bad division.
Just okay is not okay. You know, oh my gosh.
I'll stick with that. Just okay is not okay because this is how my Thanksgiving started
That's right.
with these guys.
It did.
And it was
did.
all down. It did not get any better from the
It did.
Lions getting handled by.
Okay.
You made the Packers look like.
They did. They did. Oh, before I forget, I made some modifications. Dennis Allen, the coach for the Saints, got to go. Staley, coach for the Chargers, got to go. Right? Okay, so I made some modifications. This one hurt. This one hurt really bad. I took Mike McCarthy off.
Yes. Well, he's going to win the Super Bowl. So.
I had to take
Dallas is
McCarthy
going to win the
off,
Super Bowl.
but I had to replace him. Staley and Allen go to the top.
What are you
Eberflus.
doing?
Belichick deserves to be on this list. He needs to be off.
Do you see what I
gone.
mean? You have a bad season after 18 straight years.
He needs to be gone. Belichick needs to go.
My spot on this show is not safe, guys. That's all I'm saying. It is not. I am not the host.
Belichick needs
I'm
to
brought
go.
on here to deliver wins, and if I don't do that, I will be replaced in a hurry. My
I don't
goodness.
care. He needs to go. End of story.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'll go with all my rings.
He's done.
Okay.
To go someplace, you
All right.
know? I mean, yes, he needs to go.
Sad.
It hurt me.
Put him on the
taking out
iceberg
McCarthy.
and just float him away.
Push him out. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. All right. Let's get to week 13. All right.
I love it.
This is Thursday evening, so we got to move
my
on the
lucky
show
week.
because
Yeah,
gotta
we
get
gotta go.
out there.
All right, we're gonna go
Absolutely.
quick. We're gonna go
okay.
quick.
Well, we just had to get it
Yeah.
uploaded before the game
Yep.
starts, right?
Yep.
Okay. I like this matchup.
I love it.
Seahawks take on the Cowboys. Cowboys by 7.5. Both teams
Fantastic
played
matchup.
on Christmas, so
Yeah.
there's not like an unfair advantage of Christmas. Look at your hat. Thanksgiving. Both teams played on Thanksgiving.
It's Christmas
And so-
season. I wear this all Christmas season.
Absolutely, that you did last year. You did very well. So there's not like one team is on less rest and that sort of thing. Cowboys, I said, play nobody. Geno Smith is back. Kenneth Walker looks like he's going to be hurt.
Okay.
He probably won't play. That's a big one. That's a big one.
These are all
Who do you like?
important stats. Well, you know what I always say. Anytime
Cowboy Frank says the
you're
Cowboys.
struggling, anytime you're struggling and you need a win,
Pick the
Be
home team.
confident.
Pick the home team.
be
right?
confident, right? Take a dog. Don't I say that every time? Yes, I do. Listen, the Cowboys are on their way to the Super Bowl march. They're going to have no trouble with Seattle tonight, and I'm going to take a minus the 7.5.
You're going to take it?
They're going to put it on Seattle. They've got something to prove. They're angrier than Seattle. They're just gonna beat them up.
Keep going. I love it.
Right.
I love what you're saying.
Right.
Okay, I love what you're saying. I love it so much.
Oh no!
I never start out with the first game. The first game I start out.
Oh man, we
my
got it on the
gosh.
bag. It's a cool color though. It looked really good with some orange.
Actually,
orange. Like that.
Florida.
Yeah.
That's right. No, gotta go with the Cowboys.
All right.
I never started with
Kool-Aid
Thursday
picks out.
the
All right,
Kool-Aid
you can
pick.
stop watching.
Just like
Skip
that.
to the
Just
end.
like
now.
that. Okay, there we go. All right.
That's so much.
I like this. Gotta give the Colts.
Man,
just a
the
ton of
Colts,
credit.
right? Ton of credit.
Ton of credit.
Absolutely.
Take on
Love
the
it.
Titans.
God, they're so good.
Colts by 2.5.
Yeah, the Colts are probably on their way to winning that division.
Cowboy Frank says the Colts.
Going to the playoffs.
And you know what? I say the Colts too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say,
I
listen,
am all in on the Colts.
This is where I'm telling you I'm locked in, all right? Did you see Derrick Henry this weekend? Did you watch any of that
game? I
game?
didn't see it. All I know, no. They lost. That's all you need to know, right?
That Tennessee lost
Yeah.
last weekend?
Did they lose? I thought they lost. Yeah.
We'll just
Okay, let's
Go with
pretend they
Tennessee.
did. I thought they did.
edit. I'm going to edit that out.
Okay. Well, after you tell me if I didn't.
Tail Doug's picks this week. All right.
All right. I like this one. I like
do
it.
too.
The Broncos take on the Texans. Broncos in a 5-game heater. Russell Wilson is starting to play like Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Take on CJ. Texans by 3.5. They do play well at home.
Yeah.
At the Texans.
And I know you love that Ohio State quarterback.
I love the Ohio State Cowboy. Frank loves the
Yeah.
Ohio State quarterback. You know what?
He's got a little bit of a trend going there.
I think that Russell Wilson is back.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to play above. Look at this. I'm taking the dog.
They are so overrated.
Okay.
Denver is not good. Every game that they play
Yeah.
is total garbage. Their offense is not good.
Yeah.
Everything is bad about them. Texans will not have an issue winning this
wow.
game and covering the 3.5.
Okay.
The
I like-
Texans
no,
are locked
I'm
in.
picking
They're
you.
playing well. They'll pile it on at the end. They're not an easy out. And Denver's
No,
not
well,
good.
we know that every
Denver's
week.
not
They're not
good.
easy
Denver
out.
is not good. Denver's not good. They're not a playoff team. They're not
Okay.
good. They're doing it with smoke and mirrors right now. They're beating teams, a wounded team like Cleveland. Like
They have picked on the wounded teams.
They're
Yeah.
not good.
Last week was
I don't-
they got lucky with last week.
2-12 or not, Denver is not good. They are not going to be in the playoffs. I will not watch a playoff game with the Denver Broncos, this Denver Broncos team in it. They're terrible. They're not good.
Book it.
There.
Book it. Book it. There you go.
I said what I said. Gosh.
All right. The Dolphins take on Washington. Dolphins by 9.5. Oh, I mean, the Dolphins are good on the road.
Mm-hmm.
They are good on the road. Washington, every time I've taken Washington, they have dropped just a turd. An absolute turd.
Well, I can promise you this.
What's
Anytime
that?
someone is favored 7.5 or more, there's no way you're taking the dog. There's just no way. So you can go ahead and put Miami up there. But on this particular occasion,
Cowboy Frank says
as
Washington.
much as I hate lines that big, I'm telling you, when you're struggling, pick a dog. It'll get you back on track. Not in this case, because you know what Miami does? They beat bad teams.
They beat
I was
bad teams.
wrong about them going to New York. I was wrong about how
Absolutely.
the Jets showing up in that game.
Yes.
I've been wrong about everything. I don't think I'm wrong about this. Miami will win. They will cover. They will pile it on. They will have fun
I'm with you.
padding their
I'm with
stats against an
I'm with you.
inferior opponent.
They all their losses are against good teams. They've beat
Other wins.
bad or other
They beat up on bad
no.
teams.
Their
They beat up on
losses
bad-
are
on
against good teams.
They
Yeah,
beat up on
you know.
bad teams,
Okay,
so.
just strike that out as well. It's just all right. Chargers. Oh my gosh, get rid of Staley right now. Gone. I mean, coach
So
and
what are you gonna do?
coordinator.
This is like which one you gonna fire here? Bill Belichick or State? You got a 5.5
Both.
point favorite.
Both.
You got a terrible
Both.
team
Take on
traveling across the
Belichick.
country, going into New England, and you're gonna give them 5.5 points.
I know.
I don't care who
'cause
quarterback is. They're gonna figure out a way. They'll run They won't throw a pass. And they'll
Bailey
still cover this
Zappi.
game.
Apparently Bailey Zappi.
They can run the ball the whole game. They're going to figure out how to cover 5.5. I'm not taking a bad team to cover 5.5 points. It's not going to happen. I don't care if it's against a bad team. New England at home, they're going to, yeah.
Cowboy Frank and I are both thinking Chargers.
I'm going to move the Doug meter to any team favored by 4 or more, and we take the favorite automatically. But that's okay. That's okay. This one, I just happen to think New England's going to be in this game.
The problem is, what he's talking about is pretty much true.
Well, you know,
I can't disagree with what you're saying.
I'm coming off a 2-12, man. If I do worse than that, you might see somebody else standing here, and it's not because I didn't want to be here. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
I will get a phone call from Ping and Doug saying, Carl, why don't you stay home this week?
This is a tough one. The Cardinals
This is really tough.
take off, go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, really
Steelers by 5.5.
Boy, they are getting rowdy with the
Okay.
terrible towels, aren't they?
Kyler Murray, he could play well. He could play well. But the Cardinals, if they win, it's going to mess up their draft pick, right?
Yeah.
So
They're okay with making it a game because the
You
Steelers
think
played
so?
a little over their head. We're going to come back down to reality, see a little more Steelers action. They really opened up the offense, let Kenny Pickett throw it around a little bit. But I'm going to go again. Bad teams. They're not. Well, they're 7-3 or what are 7-4. I can't call the Steelers a bad team, and I like Tomlin.
No, I
I like
wouldn't
the
call them a bad
Steelers, and I
team.
like them at
No.
home, and I like them to cover at home. But coming off what they did last week, I think they get challenged.
I'll go with you on that one. I will go with you on that one. That's why I take that 5.5.
You took a dog at 5.5.
I took a dog. I took 2 dogs.
And the
I
other
took
one
2
doesn't count.
dogs.
Which
Yeah,
one?
I took the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm talking like 5.5 or more. That's the Doug meter. We'll call the Doug meter 6 now. I've never seen Doug take a team plus 6 or more.
Well, we got opportunities.
Yeah, we'll see if you take Green
All
Bay.
right. All right. The Falcons. The Falcons
Yeah.
are in
Oh
first
my
place
gosh,
right
they're in
now.
first place.
Okay,
They're so good.
They're a
so good.
juggernaut.
They're probably going to win that division, make
Yeah.
the playoffs, win a game at home. Who knows?
Take on the hapless Jets.
Boy, are they bad.
No flight. No
Yeah,
no
none.
lift at all on the wings.
Not
nothing
a
in the
thing.
Jets.
Yep.
Falcons by 3.5. That's about
I'm
right.
not taking the Falcons to cover anything.
I am going to take
Jets
the
are going to find a way to be in the game. You're going to see a lot of.
Falcons.
You're going to see a lot of the ground game.
Cowboy
Yep.
Frank
Cowboy
says
Frank.
Jets. I mean, no,
I like
the Falcons. The Falcons
If you
are
tell
playing
me
good
anything
enough.
about the Falcons playing good, please speak that directly into the camera about how good the Falcons are and that they're going to go into New York and win by because they're just.
They're
Don't
playing,
talk about how bad both this garbage team is.
Yeah,
Talk about how
bad.
good Atlanta is. Oh, Desmond Ritter's going to play so good. Come on.
You
I
gotta
did go
love
2-12. I went 2-12 last week.
You gotta love it when this guy is, getting fired up. You gotta love it. I
Atlanta's
love
good.
the energy.
When you talk about Atlanta being good, no, you can't talk about Atlanta.
I didn't.
I'm okay with the pick. I'm not hitting on your pick. Like, the Jets are terrible. But don't
I-
tell me that Atlanta's good and that's why they're going
They
to
said
cover
they're
3.5.
playing good enough.
They're not
playing good enough to play the
They're
Jets.
terrible.
They're playing the Jets.
Did you watch the Atlanta
Have
game
you
last
seen the
week?
Jets?
They're pretty bad. They're hard to watch.
They're pretty
They're
bad.
hard to watch.
Okay,
I'll take points when you're giving
this
them
one is hard to watch. I mean, the
Tell me why
Lions.
isn't this line more than?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I'm just trying to win. I'm just
I
trying
know,
to give them.
you gotta
This is a
win.
serious handicapping
This
show.
is a serious
I'm trying to give.
handicapping
If
show.
anybody's watching this right now and didn't fast forward to the end just to make fun of my picks, they're actually watching. They need this information.
They do need this information.
Yes.
This is serious handicapping. Okay, this is serious.
Yep.
Lions, what a turd they dropped at Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, they're good.
right on the old dinner plate there, right? Take on the Saints. You know what I think about the Saints? Never ever go. Every time I pick the Saints, every time I pick it, they drop an even bigger turd.
Okay, well I'm gonna go with the Lions to
You're
cover
gonna
that
go Lions?
3.5. I think they bounce back. They're gonna get it grooving.
I
We got
am
4
with
minutes.
you on that, and so is Cowboy Frank.
All right, let's
He
go
says
Detroit.
Go Detroit. Okay,
All right, bring me that game.
Panthers. What do you do about the Panthers?
Well, they're bad.
What
Fire
do
their
you do
coach.
about
That's what
them?
you do.
Take on the Buccaneers.
Baker Mayfield.
Bucks by 5.5. I gotta
No
go.
way I'm taking team plus 5.5. I don't care. Listen, there's something about a team when their coach gets fired, they find a way to get riled up and inspired, just like your Raiders did.
Yeah.
Coach gets fired, team gets riled up, team gets inspired, they find a way to challenge Tampa Bay.
Problem is, the
'Cause
Panthers
they're not
have
good either.
nothing to inspire.
Neither do they. They're
They've
terrible.
got nothing to inspire.
They're terrible.
There's nothing.
Well, they're going to be enough to make it a football game.
Okay.
Because it is the NFL.
Because they're short of. No, I gotta go with the Bucks just because of. All right, now we've got. Is this like the game of the week? They are in. The Eagles are in like every game of the week. Every time you play them,
They're
a good
freaking
team.
amazing. They're
Okay.
so good. I can't stand how good they are. Like
They're good.
I have tried to hate them. I have tried to pick against them every week. I'm done. They're winning.
Okay.
They're winning
San
this
Francisco,
game. You're going to give me
take on
2.5
the Eagles,
in
2.5.
Philly? Are you kidding me? Get out of here, San Francisco. I'm taking them.
I'm not
losing
sold on
this
them.
game.
I am not sold on them. I am just not sold on
On
the Eagles
who?
yet. The Eagles.
What do they got to do to make you sold on them? What do they got to do?
That actually is a
what
very
do you
good
want
question.
them to do?
That's a very good question.
Because they've beaten Buffalo,
Yeah,
they've beaten
they
Kansas
do.
City,
Yeah,
they're running
all
through the
right.
gauntlet right now like no problem.
Okay.
They've beaten Dallas, like what do
You
you
make good points there.
Okay.
You make very good points.
Now San Francisco comes to town and ooh, we're gonna get a butt whoop. I'm right. Just switch the pick.
You know,
right now.
I'm just looking at this because they were in Seattle last week, but it was on Thanksgiving,
And then,
that. So okay,
They could
no, I'm
they
going to
could
stick
have
with
been
it.
at
I'm going to
Pittsburgh
stick
and they're
with.
gonna lose.
You know what? I put San Francisco my number one team,
Okay.
so I get to stick with San Francisco as my number
They'll
one team.
drop
right?
down then after they lose. That's my number one team.
All right, Joe Flacco. Looks like Joe Flacco is going to be playing for the Browns.
Love it. Boy, just get
That's
something
right.
little. I don't know why they call Tom Brady back. You're gonna be Joe
It looks
Flacco.
like Myles Garrett. He's got a hurt wing, got a hurt shoulder. Take on the Rams. Rams. Stafford.
Got a broke back.
Like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I'm texting you saying, retire right now, Stafford. Yeah. Retire. I mean, he's just pitching touchdowns all over the place.
Easy as they win
Rams
2
by
games in a
4.5.
row. Yeah.
Second road game. They
Not
played
against that defense.
Broncos.
Not against that defense. No way, Jose.
What about Myles Garrett?
I don't
Myles
care.
Garrett.
He'll be fine.
Actually, I like the Joe Flacco pickup.
Yeah.
I really like the Joe Flacco pickup.
They've got weapons all across the field.
Cowboy
It wasn't
Frank
one
seeing
guy.
the Rams.
Yep.
You know what? I picked the Browns last week for the same sort of theory, and that didn't work out. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. I like what Matt Stafford's doing right now. He's just on a heater, you know. All right, interesting one. Chiefs, second week in a row that they're on the road, take on the resurgent Packers.
Resurgent.
Right? Resurgent Packers. Chiefs by 6.5.
Did you watch the Packers game 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I did.
Not the Lions game. The one before that. Kansas City wins and covers.
You think Kansas City's going to cover on that? Because
Patrick
I've been back and
Kelsey,
forth on
see
it.
how much you can save when you bundle home and auto is gonna.
It's their defense. It's their defense that is the.
They're gonna go in Lambeau and they will take this game by a touchdown.
It's kind of scary because the Chiefs have the best defense they've had in years.
They'll do it.
Okay.
Green Bay is overrated. Yep.
Yeah, they are.
So
They
go ahead
will
and
float it down. What do you say? Water
Water
finds
finds
level.
level. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Bengals. I mean, what do you want to say about the Bengals? I mean, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right? You know, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, you're not
Once
supposed to
Burrow
leave
goes
Trevor
out,
out.
that's
Yeah.
done. Take on Trevor Lawrence. You know I like Trevor Lawrence.
You know, I know you
I like
do.
Trevor
They're at
Lawrence.
home on Monday night, and oh my gosh, they're probably going to blow out.
That's right,
Because
you know.
Jake Browning is no Kurt Warner. We learned that, didn't we?
Cowboy
He is
Frank
no Kurt Warner.
says the Jaguars, and you know what?
I am not giving up more than a touchdown to this team. They are a championship caliber team. They're down their quarterback. They got a running game. They'll play some defense. They're going to hang in there.
Yeah, you know who I
bounce
gotta
back.
go with.
Bounce
You know,
back game.
I've been loving on the Jaguars all
back game.
season long. All right, so the board is filled up.
I got to bounce back
Dude.
or I'm in trouble.
This is it.
This could be my last
This
show.
is it.
I don't know. I feel pretty good. We made some tweaks. I feel like we're locked in. And
Let's go.
listen, watch this. We're going to lay 7.5.
Oh,
with the
I
Cowboys
love
in
it.
the
I
parlay.
love it.
We're going to lay 9.5. We're going to lay the
Oh
favorite.
my gosh.
It's a fun movie. Lay the favorite. Make sure you put in the whole thing when you Google it. Guys, the best team in the NFL, and you're most likely Super Bowl champion when they face the Baltimore Ravens. We are going with the Philadelphia Eagles to keep this magnificent
Again,
run going, and I am getting on the Philly train before it's too late.
Cowboys, Dolphins,
Eagles.
I really like that.
That's a good one.
I gotta admit, I
You
like
can
that
book
3-team
that
parlay.
all day.
That's a
Listen,
nice
go down to
little
ESPN
parlay.
Bet, get your $50 free bets, and load one down out there.
Actually, that is pretty cool. I'm going to go out there and sign up for that. I got to do that. You can still go out to ESPN in the app, sign up, join us, and we start weeks ago, right? Ton of
Competition's
fun.
tough. You got me on the show going 2-12, so see if you can beat Carl. All right, I hope it's not my last show, guys.
No, I'm not going to fire Carl. The coaches, yes. All the head coaches, that's game. I'm not going to fire Carl.
Don't take too many 2-12s. The fans will, and when the views go down, it'll be time to fire me.
So we'll get this on YouTube and Twitter and all that. Like, subscribe.
Let's do it.
Tell us what we need. Tell us, Carl, what he needs to do with the algorithm to kind of, get it.
I'm going to tell you
in there.
what I need to do.
What's that?
Let's pick some winners.
You got it. I love that. Okay, everybody. Have a great week 13. We will see you. Bye.